Hi, dear students. I think you are living well now. Dear students, today we are learning a new lesson, that is social stratification. In the lesson, we learn different concepts. Dear students, in this society, there are a lot of differences and inequality. Um, First thing, there are more people poor, some people rich, and only few people hold power or enjoy the natural resources. This is on one side. On other side, there is economic growth and GDP. This led this led to the creation of millions and billions. And dear students, on another side, there is negligence of providing social security and food and providing education facilities. It happens then, it shows the social inequality in the society. So in the lesson we learn, see, in the lesson social stratification, we learn these things. So now first we learn about a meaning of social inequality. Social inequality means unequal social opportunities. The main reasons of social inequalities were unequal social opportunities, first reason, and the second is unequal access of resource. Access means use. See, unequal uses or access of resources, materials, income, opportunities, recognition, status. So these are the reasons for social inequality in the society. And then there are number of areas we find social inequalities. We find social inequalities in income source, education, profession, opportunities, health facilities, political representation. So in these areas we find the social inequality. So dear students, education is a right everyone must enjoy, but in one or other way there was education inequality. To remove the education inequality, so number of constitutional measures were introduced. The architect of our Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he rightly pointed education as a public property. So dear students, education is an instrument by which we can remove the social inequality in the society. There are number of articles introduced to remove inequality in education. The first article, the article of Indian Constitution 19. So this gives right to speak and opinion. And then article number 21A. So dear students, 86th amendment of Indian Constitution, that is 21A, made education as a fundamental right, and it is free and compulsory from the age of 6 to 14. And then the article number 29, so this gives cultural rights to minorities. Article number 30, so this gives right to establishment of educational institutions for minority. And then article number 39, it provides social justice and welfare responsibility of state government to provide in the state. And then article number 45, it says free and compulsory education. Article number 46, it says the duty of state government is to protect the interest of SC and ST. So these articles are very important to spread education in our India. So then we learn about gender inequality. So gender inequality means unequal opportunities between boy and girl. It is the main reason for this gender inequality is person's opinion. So person's opinion influence in one or other way to the family or the neighboring family. So there is a lot of opportunities for boy and less opportunities for the girl. And then, dear students, the body mass index in the rural area of our Karnataka is 24.3, and the urban area is 16.2. So dear students, in this society there is anemia. So this anemia is a serious disease. In this society, 45.2 pregnant women suffer from anemia disease. From 6 months to 56 months, children are suffering from anemia. The suffering percentage is 60.9%. So dear students, the gender inequality's main area. So where we find the gender inequality? See, gender inequality we identify in school education, food and health facilities. So most important, see how we can remove the gender inequality. So we can remove the gender inequality by education, nutritious security and development activities. By this we can remove the gender inequality. So now we learn about social stratification. Social stratification means classifying people in upper class, lower class, superior, inferior, and assigning different roles and status. It is called as social stratification. And the social stratification, there are number of features for social stratification. The first is social stratification is social in nature. So yes, it is social in nature because the status or the social recognition of a person is decided by social traits, and the recognition is not based on physical traits. So social traits are education, income, profession, skills. So the status or recognition of a person is based on these things. It is not based on the physical traits like height, beauty and strength. Okay, so social stratification is social in nature, and then social stratification is universal. So we identify the social stratification in all society. In all society, it is based on division of labor, profession, income, in other way. So social stratification is ancient. So social stratification it was found in nomadic society, and even it is in the modern society also. So social stratification exists in different ways. Yes, it is in the different way. Here in India, there was Varna theory. So based on Varna, there were 4 groups: one Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishna and Shudra. So it was in India. In the same time, in the Roman civilization, there were 2 classes: one plebeians and another one patricians. So these are the features of social stratification. Now we learn about major forms of social stratification. Just see here, I given one code: VCPE, VCPES, VCPs, V means Varna system, C means caste, P means primitive society, E means estate society, and S means slavery. So these are the major forms of social certification. Dear students, in India there was evil practice called untouchability. Untouchability is inhuman practice. It is a social evil. So how it is a social evil or how it is inhuman practice means, see dear students, for untouchables there was lowest position in society, lowest position in the society, and there was no social mobility. Social for untouchable he cannot get more high job like that. So dear students, another problem is denial of property right. In Vragdapada Smriti, so not in the Dharma Shastra, in Dharma Shastra it is clearly mentioned that the untouchables are they are expected to serve their masters and they are not fit to get the property. Dear students, in Vragdapada Smriti it says, see in here I just missed here, in Vragdapada Smriti it says that if a touchable person come in contact with untouchable, to get purify himself he should get bath. So then we move another problem, denial of political participation. So these were the problems for untouchables before getting independence. See, there was lowest position for them, there was no social mobility, there was denial of property right, denial of political participation, and they were kept away from education. So dear students, I think you are watching the Zee Kannada channel. In that there is a life story of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. By watching the serial, we identify how the untouchables faced these serious problems before getting independence. So dear students, the mastermind of our Indian Constitution, that is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and he given certain suggestions, articles, legal measures to remove the untouchability. So article number 17, the article number 17, it prohibits the practice of untouchability. This is the first solution. And the next is, in the year 1955, the Untouchability Offence Act was introduced, and this act was amended in the year 1976, and this act name was given Protection of Civil Rights Act. So according to this act, untouchability is a crime. So dear students, in 3 E's there is solution for untouchability practice. Number 1, reservation in education, reservation in employment, reservation in election. In these three reservation, we can get this solution for removing the untouchability practice. In the year 1989, Prevention of Atrocities Act introduced, and this in that year, in this act says that the state government's responsibility is to protect the interest of SC/ST and eradicate the untouchability. So these are the constitutional measures. So the important suggestion to remove the untouchability, according to me, and it is a work of dear students, you have to mention your own ideas and you have to give suggestions to remove the evil practice of untouchability. the first important point according to me is providing education, and then providing employment opportunities, and then providing political representation. So these are my suggestions, and creating awareness, support of media, strong legal action. So these are the suggestions. I hope you understood the lesson. Bye.